Democrats are literally trying to break into the Department of Education as we speak. We got our hands on a video of what is happening right now. Take a look.
We're coming in. Don't lock the door. We're coming in. Who are you?
You're not coming in.
Who are you?
Who under whose
Who are
orders?
you? Who are you?
Who are you, sir?
Do you have business here?
We do.
Yes.
I've sent the assistant secretary a letter alerting her that we would be here today, and we've asked her for a meeting.
Yeah, I don't know that that's been accepted, so until that's accepted.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
Can you see this?
And what do you do
What do
here?
you do
I have
here?
a security responsibility.
Get out of the way. We pay you. We pay for your job. We pay you.
We're members of
We pay
Congress.
you.
We're members of
You
Congress.
here.
Nobody has accepted a meeting.
Members of Congress.
You
Wait a
are.
minute. We haven't heard that from the secretary. We
Your
haven't heard that from the spokesman.
I'm
are
relaying
paid
that.
by.
You are not the spokesman for the department. You are a security guard.
Can you identify?
I kid you not, that goes on for about 18 more minutes. Those are prominent congressmen. You might have, and women as well. You might have recognized some of them. There was that one who had an interview with Matt Walsh for What is a Woman? He's a radical person. I mean, if you can go through What is a Woman and not get voted out, that shows how radical your constituency is. He's from California. He's trying to break in. They're literally forcing their way past that security guard, presumably in order to find the DOGE employees who are working on cutting expenses. Of course, Donald Trump has talked about completely cutting the Department of Education, and Democrats cannot have that because the Department of Education funds a lot of these teachers' unions and other things that Democrats rely on to win their election. I'm sure that one specific congressman in California really relies on that. So there's a ton of corruption there. And let me say this about this. That man in the doorway is a hero because his job is very simple. Do not let people in the building who are not authorized. And Congress is not authorized. So a lot of those people there are not members of Congress, obviously. The people who are leading the way are, but there are journalists there, there are activists there as well. Journalists and activists for sure should not just be let in to any government facility without obviously going through press passes and all of those things that happen in advance, but they can't just force their way in. But even Congress should not just be simply allowed into federal buildings, because this is the most stunning part, I think, of the whole DOGE controversy. And Democrats, and I say controversy loosely because most people totally support this, but at least from the Democrat side, what they're saying, DOGE people are basically finally looking into things, and what it's making people understand is the difference in the branches of government for almost the first time. One of the campaign slogans of Vivek Ramaswamy, you'll remember, was there are 3 branches of government, not 4. I loved that. It's one of my favorite things about Vivek Ramaswamy. I think Donald Trump really took that to heart. Elon Musk certainly has as well. And what they're showing people is, look, the bureaucracy is acting as a 4th branch of government, but really it's under the executive branch. And so the Department of Education is not part of the legislative branch. Therefore, and it's, again, very clearly, it is part of the executive branch. Therefore, Donald Trump was elected to run the executive branch. Donald Trump ultimately runs the Department of Education, and whoever he delegates the authority to runs the Department of Education. Congress, on the other hand, has no authority to do anything with the Department of Education except for oversight, meaning they can do investigations into them if they want to. But again, that is a very structured thing. It's not just forcing your way into a building like these people are doing it. And the reason why I think this is so fascinating on a broader level, not just this issue, is that it's forcing Democrats to show their hand completely, because what they're openly saying is that they do not want the checks and balances that different branches of government affords. They want to be in charge of everything. Now that they've lost power in basically, they've lost power in every single chamber of government, every single one. Even the judiciary branch, though it's not partisan, is still conservative, so they have zero real political power right now. They are saying, it doesn't matter. We're going to subvert the will of the people, and these Democrat congressmen and congresswomen can do whatever they want. And yeah, we're in Congress, so we get to go step into the executive branch. And simultaneously, I think this is what is so offensive to me and what should offend you as well. Simultaneously, while they're doing that, while calling Trump a dictator, they're marching into a federal agency under Trump's leadership and acting like they have the authority to be there when they do not. And you can hear it in their voices, by the way, in that video. That security guard is, again, very calm, collected, because he knows he's in the right. When you know you're in the right, usually you can keep calm and collected. You can hear from those congressmen and women and media and activists, people who are generally good talkers, they're smooth talkers, they've got nothing. They're babbling idiots in that video. And so talk about insurrection. They know they're wrong, and they are trying to occupy a federal building that they have no authority to occupy. We have members of the Democrat Party trying to enter a building and influence it without a shred of authority or jurisdiction. That would be like if Trump just broke into the Supreme Court and told them how to vote on something. And I'm sure the mainstream media will find a way to spin this, but I do not think that the American people are going to buy it. Speaking of useless government agencies, it's tax season, guys. But fortunately, I am partnering with a company that hates the IRS as much as you do and get your best return possible, Quick Tax America. Quick Tax America is a non-woke company that does all federal tax returns for only $69, no matter how complicated your taxes are. It's a completely transparent price because it's their only price. What's more, guys, they do all the work for you. You simply upload your tax files, answer a few basic questions, and schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with a tax professional. Go check them out at quicktaxamerica.com. Again, they hate the IRS as much as you do, so they're going to get you your best return because they know how it feels. Once you get those tax documents, go to quicktaxamerica.com, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.